with care, my love, and speak the things you see. Let new names take and root and thrive and grow. And even as you travel far from heather, crag and river, may you, like the little fisher, set the stream alight with glitter. May you enter now as otter, without falter, into water. Look to the sky with care, my love, and speak the things you see. Let new names take and root and thrive and grow. And even as you journey on, past dying stars exploding like the gilded one in flight, leave your little gifts of light. And in the dead of night, my darling, find the gleaming eye of starling, like the little aviator. Sing your heart to all dark matter. Walk through the world with care, my love, and sing the things you see. Let new names take and root and thrive and grow. And even as you stumble through Macher sands eroding, let the fern unfurl your grieving, let the heron still your breathing, let the silky swim you deeper, oh my little silver seeker. Even as the hour grows bleaker, be the singer and the speaker, and in city and in forest, let the larks become your chorus. And when every hope is gone, let the raven call you home.
Good morning, everyone. How beautiful it is to see you here from all over the world. It's just such a gift to me to have you here. And if you're watching this later on YouTube, so many blessings. I know it's not always morning where you might be, but it's always morning when we begin our daily sit, because we begin again. And today I pulled for us the Magician. And what is so beautiful about this card is it's really about the difference between tricks and magic. So there's so much magic in the world, and especially in this season when the spring is giving us the miracles of regrowth and reblossoming, and then we ask ourselves, what magic can we evoke from spring, from life? And this message of magic is such a strong one. I mean, I've just come back from 2 weeks of working and seeing family in California, and I've come back with a cold. And you know, the thing is, I can see the cold as a pain in my nose, in my face. I can see the cold as a slowing down of my to-do list. I can see the cold as a deterrent to fast-paced production. Or I can see the cold as magic. I can see the cold as release from all the emotions and the physical stresses of traveling and staying in many different places. And I think that to see the magic in the world, and there's, Houdini, apparently, this famous magician, was really believed in the tricks. And he was a trickster. And the magician is often seen as a trickster. But the difference between being a trickster and being a true magician, of working with alchemy and working with paradox and working with all the forces of the world and within ourselves, and tending to the land around us and tending to the land inside us, the inner landscape and the outer landscape, that's magical. And everything that happens, including a basic cold, can be seen as magical, as part of the universe and divine source working through us. So, and there's also this quintessential essence. So quintessential is an essence of the fifth essence, the fifth element, really. So we have ether, which is magical element, which goes, and when we go into our meditation, we always talk about the four elements of earth, air, fire, and water that swirl inside us. But there's this fifth essence, this quintessential essence of ether and magic and connection to spirit. And because of that, I want to work with the most magical breath I know, and that's the figure 8 breath. So the way that I see this breath is that I trace the movement of the breath up the front of the body. It crosses back through the neck and comes to the top of the head. So it comes all the way up here on the in-breath, and then it exhales down the face and back through the neck and all the way down the spine and out the grounding cord into the earth. So when we begin our meditation, I will remind you of that figure 8, that magic breath. Sorry, my computer is giving me little messages, little magical messages that are telling me that I need to do this or I need to do that. So sometimes that's not magic, that's tricks. And I'm going to let that go. And I'm just going to ask us, I'm not going to use the bell this morning because I want to do a kind of magical transition to meditation, which is to let the eyes close just without a bell. So that we're sliding into the magic of our meditation. And it's really wonderful because with the eyes closed, our eyes can't play tricks on us, and we can feel the difference between tricks and magic. So I'm interpreting the computer giving me various messages as tricks, and I'm comparing the ability to close my eyes and allow myself to focus on my other senses and on breath as magic. Because it's sort of magical that I can close my eyes and go into this inner world and then begin to see things through the other senses. So we connect with smell, putting all of our attention into the nose and feeling and smelling what's around us, if there's any sense that we can pick up. And then taste. Is there a taste in our mouths? And can we turn our attention to the tongue and to the taste buds? And now let's turn our attention to hearing. What's the furthest away sound you can hear this morning? Can you hear the sound behind the sounds that are most prevalent? And what's the nearest sound you can hear? Can you hear your own breath, your own heartbeat? And that sense now of touch, of feeling your clothes resting on your skin, of feeling the air on your skin. The largest organ of our body, the skin. Can we feel what it's like to be in this skin, in space and time here? And before we move towards grounding, let's summon up that fifth sense, that quintessential, magical ether, that connection to divine source, however we identify that. And if earth is our body, water our blood, air our breath, and fire our spirit, then that fifth sense is our connection to our own higher power, our own higher self. Maybe that's through nature or a higher power we call goddess or God, however we define it. Let's be aware of that fifth element, that fifth sense now. And we allow ourselves to become intimate with the ground, to embrace gravity, to feel the gravity as we feel the connection to this great mother, the earth, through our seat and our feet. If you want to imagine a grounding cord attached to your tailbone and stretching all the way down through the layers of the earth to the fiery core of the planet. We are grounded here. We are resting in Earth's gravitational hug. Nothing to do but rest here. Belonging to this gravity, belonging to this Earth. And the spine rises up from the tailbone, low back, mid back, upper back, neck, rising like the beautiful trunk of a tree from the rooted earth towards the heavens. Shoulders rolled away from the ears and away from each other, making room for that spine to rise from base of spine at the tailbone to base of skull at the point where your neck, where the seventh vertebrae of your cervical spine attaches to your skull. And as that back is long and strong and unimpeded, magically rising up, we're going to re-rest that front body, belly button to low back, ribs melting to mid back, heart resting between the shoulders, neck resting long and the chin resting back towards the neck, the jaw released and resting, the muscles behind the eyes released and resting. Everything open and wide and long and ready for breath. So we allow the breath to flow in and release out. We watch the breath as it fills the torso, pressing gently on muscles and bones. And we watch the breath as it releases out of the body, being aware of that small pause between breaths before the breath easily, naturally replaces itself. And now we welcome that figure eight breath, calling breath up from the earth, up the front of the body, crossing the neck. The in-breath ends at the crown, and we exhale down the face, across the neck, and all the way down the spine, out the grounding cord, into the earth. And the in-breath takes us up the body, and the out-breath takes us down and out. And we just imagine that figure eight in any way that it appears to us, that eternity symbol, that magical symbol that floats above the magician's head in the tarot card we pulled today. As we sit alone together, connecting with this magical, divine source, one breath at a time. As we approach the midpoint of the sit, just allowing the breath to continue to cycle, using that figure eight if it works, if another shape works better, a spiral, a circle, an oval, just following the breath through the body in this magical shape. And if we'd like to include color, choosing from the chakra colors, red for rootedness at the root, orange is for creativity and sexuality at the belly, yellow or gold is for strength and courage in the solar plexus, green is the heart center at the heart, blue is the color for speaking truth, for allowing your truth to come through the voice, and that's blue at the throat, indigo at the third eye for insight, and silvery white at the crown for connection to spirit. And you can use one of these colors, whichever one you need today the most, or right now. And just allow that color to circle with breath through the figure eight or whatever shape you're using, allowing the breath to deepen a little, feeling the breath flowing through you like magic. As we connect with our own peace, our own divinity, one breath at a time. In the last few minutes of our sit today, you can release the breath of color and shape if you've been working with that, and just focus on deepening the breath, allowing the breath to fill the entire torso, feeling the breath gently expanding the muscles and bones on the in-breath. And now feel that expansive out-breath, even sighing breath out with an open mouth. Just allowing the deepening of the breath in whatever way is comfortable. This beautiful, magical breath in this beautiful, magical body. And may we find points of magic, points of miracle, perhaps in nature, perhaps in the eyes that we meet, perhaps in the furry friends we encounter. Just allowing for Earth's magic. And we're going to continue to sit together, one breath at a time. Instead of the bell, I'm going to sing a song, and you can keep your eyes closed in deep connection to Divine Source as the words of this song flow through you. And whenever you're ready, you can gently flutter your eyes open to the music and greet the light in this brand new, beautiful day. It's been such a joy having you with me, and Goddess willing, I'll see you again tomorrow or any weekday morning you would like to drop in, whatever time it is, wherever you are.
One, two, one. Would you hew me to the heartwood cutter? Would you lay me low beneath your feet? Listen to my sad mutter. Hear my heartwood beat. Would you throw me on the log pile cutter? Would you toss me to the steel saw blade? Listen to my leaves flutter. Hear my heartwood break. Would you lean your back against me, cutter? Would you rest your axe a while and sleep? Listen to the song I utter. Hear my heartwood weep. Hear my heartwood. Heartwood. Hear my heartwood. I drink the rain, I eat the sun.